Aloha from Hawaii. On behalf of the Center for Global Non-Killing, it's a privilege to send greetings and best wishes to all participants for success in the 8th International Conference on Peace and Nonviolent Action, meeting in Jaipur, January 5, 2014, on the theme of Towards a Nonviolent Future, organized by the Anavrat Global Organization and the Jain Vishva Bharati University under the spiritual patronage of Acharya Mahashrama. You recognize that I have greeted you with 3 cultural expressions of nonviolent respect for life. The Hawaiian greeting aloha means love and sharing ha, the breath of life, among all. Aloha. The joined palm greeting, familiar to Buddhist and other faiths, signifies recognition of the nonviolent capabilities within each person. The raised hands are a Jain expression of nonviolent celebration of life as an alternative to the conventional hand clapping that does violence to life in the air. Such simple truths and gestures can be learned and shared across cultures toward raising universal consciousness of respect for life. I trust you'll think of others and share them during this conference. Although not expected to do so, I'd like to take this opportunity to express a debt of gratitude to the Therapant Jains for nonviolent encouragement and instruction over nearly 40 years since 1974, when, as a former Korean War veteran become academic political scientist, I surprisingly awakened to 3 words: no more killing. And thus began my non-killing re-education and global search for cultures and faiths that offer evidence that a non-killing world is possible. Thanks to Dr. S.L. Gandhi, now International President of the Anavrat Global Organization, I was introduced to Acharya Tulsi and the Anavrat Small Vow Movement, and then to Yuvacharya Mahapragya and Science of Living. Yuvacharya Mahapragya surprised me on the first meeting by saying, "We'll never get to nonviolence by religion alone." He encouraged the discovery of applied science bases for nonviolence, including neuroscience. Then to Swami Dharmananda in Preksha Meditation Camp, who taught each of us how to discover and express nonviolence already existing within each person. To the artists, village workers, and children of the Children's Peace Palace at Lake Rajsamand, who demonstrated that learning and practicing nonviolence can be beautiful and joyful. In 1993, in the presence of Acharya Tulsi and Yuvacharya Mahapragya in Delhi, I took 2 small vows. First, to write and publish a book on non-killing global political science. Second, to organize a non-profit Center for Global Non-Killing to encourage worldwide advancement of non-killing research, education, and action. The book was published in 2002 and made freely available online. It is now in 25 translations in languages accessible to over 3 billion speakers, from Arabic to Urdu. The Center for Global Non-Killing was founded in 2008. It followed the first Global Leadership Forum, convened in Honolulu in 2007, that had been opened with a blessing by Acharya Mahapragya. The forum emerged from responses to the 2002 book. It brought together 40 spiritual leaders, translators, educators, political leaders, activists, and institution builders from 20 countries. The mission of the Center for Global Nonkilling is to promote change toward the measurable goal of a killing-free world by means open to infinite creativity in reverence for life. The Center now engages over 700 scholars in 300 universities in 73 countries in 19 non-killing research committees. They are beginning to publish books on discoveries from non-killing history through non-killing societies, non-killing psychology, non-killing engineering, non-killing media, and non-killing security and the state to non-killing futures. There are Center for Global Non-Killing affiliates in the Balkans, Brazil, DR Congo, Germany, Haiti, India, Nigeria, and the Philippines. Villages Kazimia on the banks of Lake Tanganyika in the DR Congo have founded a pioneering nursery primary non-killing school for over 200 children aged 3 to 5 and 6 to 12 with a non-killing society curriculum based on French and Kiswahili translations of non-killing global political science. To support the work of participants in the 8th International Conference on Peace and Nonviolent Action, now and in the future, the non-killing knowledge resources of the Center for Global Non-Killing are freely available online at www.nonkilling.org. I hope that participants in this conference will explore and add to them. I regret inability to be with you and learn directly about your peace and nonviolent discoveries, actions, and plans for contributing to a sustainable, nonviolent, human, and planetary future. Aloha from Hawaii,